Hello everyone. The topic for the today's discussion is step response of interacting multi-capacity control system. Now let me first justify the topic. All of you are aware that what is multi-capacity control system. If there is a flow of mass or flow of energy through series of first orders, two or more than two first order control system, that is called as the multi-capacity control system. Now what is interacting multi-capacity control system? As I have explained what is interacting first order control system, multi-capacity control system in my previous lecture, that interacting multi-capacity control systems are defined as that system in which head in both the tanks is interacting with each other or dependent on each other, or you can say that if there is a two liquid level tank system arranged in interacting manner, then changes in the output of the tank number 2 will affect the head in the tank number 1. This means that both the heads are dependent on each other, that is called as the interacting multi-capacity control system. Now the next discussion is what is the step response equation of interacting multi-capacity control system. Now what will be happen if the two tanks or more than two tanks are arranged in a interacting manner and a step forcing function is introduced into the input variable, then how the system will be react or how the output will be changes with respect to time, that we have to study. Let me remind you the step forcing function. What is step forcing function? Step forcing function is defined as the value of the input was increased from its initial value to some another value and then keep constant for the subsequent values of the time. This is called as the step forcing function. So now I am giving the step forcing function to two tanks which are arranged in an interacting manner, and now I want to study what is the response of this interacting multi-capacity control system, or you can say that I am changing the input in the tank number 1 by giving the step forcing function, and I want to study how the output of the tank number 2 will be changes with respect to time. So let us begin now with the derivation. In the last lecture we have determined the transfer function of interacting multi-capacity control system. So the transfer function of the multi-capacity control system was 1 upon tau 1 tau 2 s square plus in a bracket tau 1 plus tau 2 plus a1 into r2 into s plus 1. This was the transfer function of the interacting multi-capacity control system. So let us solve now the derivation. Right. All of you know that G of S, the overall transfer function, that is Q2, outlet of the tank number 2 divided by inlet of the tank number 1, that is Q2 of S divided by Q0 of S is equal to 1 upon tau 1 tau 2 s square plus in a bracket tau 1 plus tau 2 plus a1 into r2 into s plus 1. Let us consider that this is equation number 1. Now for the simplification purpose, what I will consider, I will assume that tau 1 is equal to tau 2. I will assume that tau 1 is equal to tau 2 and let the area of both the tanks is same, that is a1 is equal to a2. Then the equation number 1 will become tau 1 into tau 2 is equal to tau square, because tau 1 is equal to tau 2, therefore tau square into s square plus tau 1 plus tau 2 into a1 is equal to a2. To consider a2 into r2, a2 into r2 is equal to tau 2, but tau 1 is equal to tau 2, so therefore tau plus tau is equal to 3 tau into s plus 1. So this is your equation number 2. Suppose Q2 of S divided by Q0 of S is equal to, this equation reduces to tau square s square plus 3 tau s plus 1. This I have used this particular equation by assuming tau 1 is equal to tau 2 and a1 is equal to a2. Now all of you know that if I will take tau square as common, so I will get here s square plus 3s divided by tau, or 3 by tau into s plus 1. So this is nothing but the algebraic equation, that is ax square plus bx plus c, and can be solved by the algebraic method, that is minus b plus minus under root of b square minus 4ac, and it has two roots. So I will write this equation in this form: 1 by tau square into s minus s1 into s minus s2. So now I have to find the roots s1 and s2. So this is a simple algebraic method. You better can calculate what is the value of s1 and s2, and when I calculate the value of s1 and s2 by solving this particular equation, this you will get value of s1 is equal to minus 0.385 divided by tau and S2 is equal to minus 2.62 divided by tau. This is the value of S1 and this is the value of S2. So let us put the value of S1, S2 in equation number 2. You will get, what you will get? You will get Q2 of S divided by Q0 of S is equal to 1 by tau square divided by S minus will get plus S plus 0.385 divided by tau into in the bracket S minus get plus 2.62 divided by tau. This is your equation number 3. So now you have reduced the transfer function to this form. That is 1 by tau square into S plus 0.385 into tau into another bracket S plus 2.62 divided by tau. Now this is the final form of the transfer function. And what is my aim? My aim is to give the state change to this transfer function. So what will be I consider for the simplification? I will consider that the unit state change is given of magnitude 1. So I will write here if unit state change is given to the input variable. Now what is the input variable? This. Always remember that we always give the change forcing function to the input variable. So I will give the input variable Q0 of S. That is, for that purpose I will consider first in the t domain that let Q0 of t is of magnitude 1. So taking the Laplace transform, I will get Q0 of S is equal to 1 by S. Q0 of S is equal to 1 by S. So I will give this 1 by S to this equation number 3, and let us see what happened to this transfer function. So what I will do, I will put equation 4 into equation number 3. So let us see the latter part of the derivation. I have put here equation number 4 in equation number 3. So I will get here Q2 of S and this 1 by S will go here. So you will get here 1 by tau square into S plus 0.385 into tau into another bracket S plus 2.62 into tau. Consider this as equation number 5. Now this equation number 5, what we need, we know Q2 of t, that how the response of the tan number 2 will be changed with respect to time. But for that we have to take the inverse Laplace transform, and taking of the inverse Laplace transform directly is not possible. So we will move towards our traditional method, that is solving this equation by the partial fraction method. So let us see. I will convert this equation, or I will convert this equation 5 into partial fraction method this type, and that will be my equation number 2. So I can write here now Q2 of t is equal to this 1 by tau square into S plus 0.385 by tau into in the bracket S plus 2.62 divided by tau can be written as in a fraction method by C1 by S plus C2 by S plus 0.385 divided by tau plus C3 divided by S plus 2.62. This is my equation number 6. Is the most important equation, because now only I have to find the value of C1, C2 and C3. So for finding the C1, C2, C3, let me simplify. What I will do, I will multiply this entire equation number 6 by this denominator. The denominator is S into S plus 0.385 divided by tau into the under bracket S plus 2.62 divided by tau. So multiplying equation 6 by this denominator, that is S into S plus 0.385 divided by tau into S plus 2.62 divided by tau, what you will get? The equation number 6 will be converted. These all denominator will be cancelled by this, and you will get 1 by tau square is equal to C1. This S will be get cancelled, and you will get C1 into S plus 0.385 into tau into S plus 2.62 divided by tau plus C2 into multiplied by this. So this will get cancelled, and you will get here C2 into S plus 2.62 divided by tau plus C3 into multiplied by this. So you will this will get cancelled, and you will get here C3 into S plus 0.385 into tau. Let us see here in this form. So now the major task is to determine now the value of C1, value of C2 and value of C3. Once you got the value of C1, C2, C3 by using equation number 7, you have to put that value into equation number 6, and you have to take simply the inverse Laplace transform. So you will get in terms of t domain. So for that purpose, to find the value of C1, C2 and C3, very first I will put S is equal to minus 0.385 divided by tau. So what will be happen? If I will put s equal to minus 0.385 divided by tau, this term will be vanished and this term will be get vanished, and I will get the value of what? I will get the value of C2. I will get the value of C2. Therefore, I will, if you put here and do some algebraic calculation, you will get the value of C2. The value of C2 will be equal to minus 1.163. You can try it at home or just do the simple calculation. You will get the value of C2. Now, in order to find out the value of C3, I will put the value of S equal to minus 2.62 divided by tau. So, if I will put the value of minus 2.62 divided by tau, this term will be get vanished and this term will be get vanished. So, C1 and C2 will be get vanished and you will get the value of C3. And by doing simple calculation, you will get the value of C3 is equal to 0.17. What is remain to calculate? Only C1. So let us put now the C is equal to, let us put here the S is equal to 0. So if you will put here S is equal to 0, this term will be get vanished, this term will be get vanished, and entirely you will get the value of C1 only. And the value of C1 for this, if you will put S equal to 0, the value of C1 is equal to S. So in this manner, you have determined the value of C1, the value of C2 and the value of C3, and you better know what to do with this value. So this time we have determined the value of C1, value of C2 and value of C3. C1 is equal to 1, C2 is equal to minus 1.163 and C3 is equal to 0.75. I have again rewritten the equation number 6 for the reference of new people. Let us see. We know that according to equation number 6, Q2 of S is equal to C1 by S plus C2 divided by S plus 0.385 divided by tau plus C3 divided by S plus 2.62 divided by tau. What I will do, I will just put the value of C1, value of C2 and value of C3 in equation number 6. So putting C1, C2 and C3 in equation number 6, you will get this type of the equation, that is Q2 of S is equal to 1 by S minus 1.163 divided by S plus 0.385 divided by tau plus 0.17 divided by in the bracket S plus 2.62 divided by tau. This is your equation number 6. Now what we need, actually we need the response, and this is in S domain and response is always in T domain because we study the response with respect to time. So again I have to take the inverse Laplace transform of equation 7, and this is quite simple now because we have determined the value of constant. So taking inverse Laplace transform of equation 7, what you will get? You will get this type. Laplace transform, inverse Laplace transform of Q2 of S is equal to Q2 of T is equal to inverse Laplace transform 1 by S is 1 minus constant 1.163 into inverse Laplace transform of 1 upon S plus 0.385 by tau is nothing but e to the power minus 0.385 into t by tau plus constant 0.17 into inverse Laplace transform of 1 by S plus 2.62 divided by tau is e to the power minus 2.62 into t by tau. This is the final equation, or you can say that this equation is the response equation. This is the response equation for interacting multi-capacity control system arranged in the series. Two tank interacting multi-capacity control system arranged in the series. This is your final answer. Now, if I want to study the response with respect to time, what I have to do? I have to put only the different values of the time in this equation, and by using a simple calculator, you can determine the value of Q2 of t with respect to time. So what I will do for your reference, let us see here. I will refer the value of time constant or t by tau as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. So I will take t by tau equal to 1. I will put here 1 and I will get the response, and the response that I got is nothing but 0.20. Remember, in non-interacting multi-capacity system this was 0.26 I think. Now t by tau is equal to Q2 of t, that is the response you got 0.2. After 2 time constant you got 0.46, approximately 50%. After time constant 3 you got 0.64. For 4 you got 0.73. For 5 you got response 0.82, and for 6 you got your response 0.88. Means if you have given some magnitude of input state change, you have to multiply it simply by 0.88 and you will get the actual reading. Or you can say that after 6 time constant you will get 88% of your response, while at time t by tau time constant 1 you will get 20% of the response of the given. So let us see here. I have plot the graph between t by tau versus q2 of t, and what I got this type of the response, that I have at 1 time constant, 2 time constant, 3 time constant, 4 time constant, 5 and 6 time constant. After 6 time constant I am reaching to my final value or ultimate value. The clear distinction, if you noted my previous lecture, you can see that the response of the interacting multi-capacity control system, is more sluggish as compared to the non-interacting multi-capacity control system. Or you can say that the rate of recovery, or you can say that the response of the non-interacting multi-capacity control system is steeper or faster as compared to the response of the interacting multi-capacity control